Hey, welcome back to the Imperial Riff Lord here on the channel. This is an instructional video actually that I don't usually do for this channel, but I thought to help some of my students, specifically a student who just got his first Floyd Rose guitar, that I would just put a very simple video up to show you how to actually tune a Floyd Rose. Every other video I looked at went into way more detail than the person who has their first Floyd Rose guitar needs, because it had to, adjusting the springs, all that stuff. This is specifically just after your guitar is set up like it's supposed to be, because if it's not, it won't stay in tune. But as long as your bridge is level with the body, you can see it there, it's parallel with the body, then you're fine. And this is actually the very first Floyd Rose guitar I ever owned. Zeddy, Iron Maiden fame. I didn't buy it painted. I had that done actually the year after I bought it. I've had this guitar since I was 19. I won't tell you what year that was. So let's get started. It's really simple. Okay, so it just takes a little more maintenance than you're used to. So first thing you're going to need is a 3mm Allen wrench. If you have a decent sized toolkit, then you should be able to have, if you have a multifunctional toolkit, whatever, you should be able to get a pair of these. I've also got something called the trim tool. Let me grab that for you. I've got a couple of these. Actually, this is the good tool. I've had this for a very long time, almost as long as I've had the guitar, but it's got every wrench in it you could possibly need for this type of application. And then I've also got some Ibanez Guitars Prestige tool, same exact thing, just for Ibanez instead. But this is called the trim tool, and it literally clips to the back of your headstock like so. But let's get started. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to unlock the nut. Turn it counterclockwise just to loosen them up a little bit. You don't have to even take them off of there. Okay, then the next thing you want to do is, these are the fine tuners. You're going to back these off as far as you can turn them, until you can't turn them counterclockwise to the left anymore. Okay. They're all backed off evenly now. And then you're going to turn them about 6 turns clockwise each, and you want them all to be level as far as smooth and even across, so that you have the same amount of adjustment for each string. I'm just going to tweak these a little bit and come up a little bit more. As long as it's really close, it doesn't have to be perfect, because it's hard to get exact. Okay, and you'll want to make sure that you have them. Make sure that you do crank them clockwise after you crank them all the way back a ways, because what's going to happen is, if you don't do that and you tune and then lock the nut, then you'll have the nut locked, and then you won't be able to. If you have to turn the string flat, which would mean counterclockwise, you don't have any more adjustment to go. That's why you have to do that. Okay, so now what I do is I kick on my trusty Boss TU2 tuner here. I'm going to tune the low E string at the headstock. Just a little flat. Okay. It's in tune. Then the A. Same thing, it's a little flat. Okay, get those in tune. And then you finger tighten the locking piece for those 2 strings, the one closest to you here. Put the wrench in, and you want to make sure You get it good and snug, but you don't want to over tighten because you don't want to strip these. I've never done that. Right now I have 10 Floyd Rose guitars and still have never done that. Then I check and retune again. Fine tune. So I'm now using the tuner on the bridge, turning it clockwise because I got to go up. Okay, we're good on those. Okay. Then I'm going to tune the D string with the tuner at the headstock. Then the G with a little flat. Okay. Again, finger tighten the nut. Then clamp it down with the Allen wrench. Check the tuning again. Fine tuning. Keep in mind too, when you fine tune, you won't have to go anywhere near as far on the tuners. They're called fine tuners for a reason, because you don't have to turn them anywhere near as far. So once you get these dialed in, you won't have to tune the guitar anywhere near as often. Now we just got two left, the B. Okay, why is oh wait, turn the tuner on. And then the high E. Those are in tune. Turn it, clamp it finger tight. Put the wrench in. Get it good and tight, but not too tight. And then just check them all again anyway, just to be sure. My dad always taught me, always double check that. Working in the garage. My dad's never played guitar, but thanks, Pops. Okay, we're gonna fine tune. And we're good. So, to rehash all that, you start out by unlocking the nut with a 3mm Allen wrench. Then you back off the fine tuners as far as they'll go to the left. Then you crank them down 5 or 6 turns usually, depending on what kind of Floyd you have. Sometimes you have to go a little farther. Some of them have more adjustment than others. Then you manually tune at the headstock, tune them up to E and A, and then finger tighten the nut piece. Then clamp it down with the Allen wrench, and then tune again with the tuner, and then just do that every 2 strings until you got them all in tune. So thanks for watching. Hope this helped you, and until next time, we'll see you on the next round. Up the irons. Eddie says metal forever. Peace out.